What's good, YouTube? It's been a minute. Happy New Year to everybody out there. I'm sure a lot of people might be already in the new year. It's just us here on the West Coast that's a little late. You got the Californians and all the West Coast. You got Hawaii out there. They still got some time to wait, but we here chilling out, going live for a little bit tonight. We on that James Harden champagne, some James Harden. You know what I mean? We ain't crack it open, so why not do it tonight? And actually, I'm by myself really, so I could have just drunk it out the bottle, but I want to be, well mannered and do it out the glass as opposed to it. But shout out to everybody, man. Happy New Year to all you guys. Hopefully your 2023 was better than bad, better than normal, better than average. Hopefully the 2024 is much better. Hope all your energy is good. You know what I'm saying? Shake off the BS from last year, moving on to the next year. You know what I mean? We here now. Can't do nothing but continue to go forward. Oscar, what's good with you, bro? Happy New Year's. Thanks for stopping by, bro. Don't know how long anybody's gonna stay here because I know a lot of people out celebrating, doing stuff. We here at the crib though. We here at the crib though. Just got done editing one video. Might do another video tonight before I go to sleep. Then we get at it tomorrow too. Boy, Sweet Corn was good. Happy New Year. 24 Black, Happy New Year. Big shout out to Richmond, Virginia. You guys have been into the new year for a few hours now. Shout out to the East Coast, the Midwest, up north, down south. Everybody, I do appreciate that. No real necessary like things I have planned to talk about tonight, which normally you should. Top 10 2023 releases, wackest releases. You guys can let me know yours. Let me know what are your top 10 releases. Let me know what are the weakest releases of the year. I'm gonna go all off the vibrations of what you guys are talking about. You know what I mean? Got a couple things I guess I'll show. But yeah, today was just kind of a spur of the moment. I do have more work to get done, but I said, let me just go live tonight because it is a special occasion for everybody. And we can expect more of these lives to come in the future for sure. You know what I mean? A lot of people out there enjoying the fireworks, drinking with fans and family, which is what you should be doing, spending time with your friends and family. Hopefully, if you guys are out and about, drive safely, you feel me? And get yourself home correctly. If you have to spend a night somewhere, do that to get home safely. You know what I mean? You heard? But we live on all the channels right now and live on Twitch. You know what I mean? We posted up, bro. Let me see. Can I send some stuff out? It's been a minute since we've been live. I want to thank everybody who's been participating in all the videos I've been dropping lately. I know it's holiday season, so people are home more. And I appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity and checking out some of my content. More of that on the way for sure. You know what I mean? But this is a New Year's live. We got New Year's on the West Coast in like 31 minutes. You know. So that's how we rocking with it, bro. Maybe when we get a little bit more into the flow of everything, it'll be even different, even more different. But right now, like I said, we just posted up. I'm gonna load up my Discord because there's definitely been some good finds in there too. Shout out to everybody who's a part of the Discord, Energy 810. Link is always in the description box below. You heard? You heard? Let me see. I'm just gonna go through my Discord right now because we just posted up. Like I said, this is some last minute stuff. I do got topics. I mean, I have thought about some things, just wasn't really thinking about them right now. But as we freestyle through this thing, we'll probably get through some of them. Shout out to We Are Jimmy. We got the section for you guys to post where your shoes are at, what you guys are rocking for the day. What was your last pickup from sneakers? Anybody hit on them Kobe's? Shout out to the homie Dizzy out there with the UNC toes on feet. Good to see y'all outside, man, doing y'all thing for real. Big Dog B. Finding the up-tempo slides, okay. Jerseys popping up, I've been seeing those too. Shout out to Tan Lines. A lot of dope stuff out there, bro. A lot of dope stuff out there in the world. Voodoos, you got the Voodoos on feet? Okay. Shout out to Rico Beast. That's definitely a dope Jordan 1 low. The Zion Voodoo. Know that they're coming out with another colorway this year, which are this year, because we're technically here in LA, we're almost in 2024, but there is a new colorway of the Zion Voodoo color coming out, which looks pretty interesting out there too, for sure. The KD15 Bad. This was definitely a hard colorway to come across. We got Pixie finding them for what, $50 at Burlington, size 13. Definitely a solid colorway, bro. And if you guys see the resale on it, 204, 305. He bought them for $50. You know what I mean? Love you forever. Yeah, shout out to all the heat, man. Shout out to everybody participating in the Discord, letting it be known, showing what they got, what they come across. We just talk about random things in there too. You know what I mean? It's a pretty good environment for sneaker heads and collectors alike. It's a free Discord. Some people have hit me up in comments saying that when they get some extra money, they're gonna join a Discord. Just so you know, man, the Discord's free. If you want to donate to the Discord, there's an option for that. But the Discord is definitely free. There's an option right up under the what was that? Right up under the community tab. If you go down to donate to Discord, boom, that's where you can donate. But if you want to just join for free, you can do that. I'm not charging people to be a part of the Discord, you know what I mean? Shout out to the East Coast. Suit Manor Bridge. I know I probably said that wrong. Shout out to you, my dude. I appreciate you stopping by. What's it like out there on the East Coast right now? Is y'all freezing? Did you go down to Times Square? I know a lot of people who are from New York don't really care about that, but maybe a lot of people from New York actually do. I know some tourists definitely go there and check that spot out though, for sure. For sure, for sure. You know, a lot of dope finds, man. I mean, a lot of dope releases this year. I think 2023 was not a bad year for sneakers, even though like it's interesting because some people might feel like it was a bad year because the resale wasn't up. But if you're into sneakers for being into sneakers, um, yeah, if you're into that, you know what I'm saying? If you're a sneaker connoisseur, sneaker collector, into sneakers for your own well-being, then it wasn't a bad year for sneakers. You know, a lot of people who are saying it's bad for sneakers is the ones who are reselling for the most part. Or, collectors might have felt the same way too because they were doing a lot of copy and paste. Big E was good. Happy New Year, bro. A lot of people were saying that they were passing on a lot of shoes, a lot of colorways this year because it just was you know, not a shit show, but it was just a regular year. Um, I don't know where that list is for sneakers, talking about the most wanted shoes. None of them were retros. They were collabs and new shoes. Nothing that we seen, nothing that was like, no OGs, no retros, no Jordan 12 cherries, no playoff eights. It was Travis Scott's, the Kobe's, more Travis Scott's. Like it was kind of funny, bro, you know? But what can you expect? A lot of people are tired of the same stuff. The materials aren't the best. People get tired of that stuff, you know what I mean? I don't know how long they think they can recycle colorways before people catch on. We got a lot of flops, and I'm not speaking on resale. I'm speaking on flops like the Jordan 1 Royal Reimagine, major flop. Jordan 1 Satin Bread, major flop. Jordan 1 Reimagine was a shoe that I thought people were really interested in ever since we got a glimpse of it in 2022. But that wasn't the case. Once them things dropped, nobody bit on them at all, really. And you can find them at the outlets like crazy. You can find them at stores with the full stock available. Um, I think that was probably the biggest disappointment release of the year was the Jordan 1 Royal Toes or Royal Reimagines. I think that was probably the most disappointing release of the year. Nice shoe. Some people don't like suede, I guess, all suede shoe. Um, but those are clean. And if you do have a pair or if you were on the fence, just try to wear them with white laces. It definitely makes the shoe pop a little more on the Royal Reimagines. Some shocking things that we've seen in the sneaker world this year was the Jordan 3 Reimagines popping up at Ross. That's some people's sneakers of the year. Some people consider that to be the sneaker of the year in 2023. And that's popping up at Ross like crazy. More bigger sizes, but there have been some regular sizes too. But usually people scoop them things up so you couldn't even get a chance to grab them unless you were going there early. You know what I mean? Unless you were going there early, you know? Very interesting year for these retros, bro. And and if you don't know, I have the Bosco. Okay, we're probably lagging a little bit. Loading up some stuff. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Yeah, now so weird on Sneaker Bar Detroit. They're archived. But yeah, man, the Jordan 3 reimagine. A lot of people got that as sneaker of the year. We were finding that at Ross. And that's crazy to see that, man. Jordan 1 Royal reimagine, same thing. Can't be too surprised about it though, you know. For me, it was just an iffy year, man. Wasn't a lot of things that I had to have in my collection, especially when it came to retros. All these right here. Jordan 4, Grade School, Messy Room, Jordan 7 Olive, Jordan 9 Olive. That kind of came and went. That was a shoe that I did not see around at many spots at all. I don't know if I got my hands on that shoe, to be honest with you. Even going around to stores, I don't remember seeing that shoe really. True Blues came out in January. By July, June, like July, August, maybe they were at Ross too heavily. Not a bad colorway though. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not a bad colorway on the True Blues. Jordan 5 women's dunk on Mars, that sat around like crazy. Nobody was interested in that colorway. I thought it was not a bad colorway. I thought it was pretty cool, but it was a women's exclusive, so that definitely limited the people who was gonna buy them. And the women ain't really buying the retros like that anyway. So that one sat around. I don't know if anybody was too shocked about that. Jordan 1 Low Concord, same. That was kind of a shoe I didn't really see too much, you know. Jordan 23 Year of the Rabbit, nope. A lot of duds, man. Jordan 7 Barley Grape, nope. Jordan 3 Mars Stone, nope. Jordan 2 Responsibility, nope. You don't see that one around though too much though. For me to be saying nope, maybe over time it disappeared, but if I see it at a store now, it's like one or two. It's never like a full or a few left. It's always like maybe one size that was returned. That shoe probably did better over time. Some of these shoes didn't do good when they first dropped, but over time they definitely disappeared. And to be honest with you, that Jordan 2 might be it. I mean, I'm seeing them at some stores now, but they don't have a good selection, like a good amount of them left. Jordan 2 Lucky Greens, outlet heavy. A lot of it was some nice shoes. And I'm like I said, I'm kind of speaking on both aspects, but just for a sneaker collector, there was for people wanting to add shoes to their collection, there were some good shoes, but they were doing a lot of copy and paste on models that people just got tired of. So people became very, very selective in 2023. As me doing release information on the 2024 sneakers when it comes to retros, you know, people seem like they're gonna follow suit and and hold off on a lot of different releases that's coming out. You know, Aqua Fives, not a lot of bangers, man. Jordan 1 High Golf. I mean, it's a golf shoe. The Seafoams was a shoe that I thought was pretty cool, but it was a women's exclusive. Some of those sizes did go kind of quickly. Seafoams didn't sit around too long. That's when the four still had some buzz enough to where people would just grab them. You know, this Jordan 4 Craft SE, the Photon Dust one, was like a hit or miss. I think people were still in love with the four, so that's why people, started to scoop them up because those are not in stores right now. You found them at Burlington and Ross, though, for sure. Bigger sizes, of course. So the bigger sizes definitely were sitting around, but people are not really wearing 16, 17, and 18. So that's kind of to be expected. Um, Jordan 1 High 85 definitely was something people were scooping up for sure. You know, a lot of things, man. A lot of things. A lot of things. Christine, shout out to you. Happy New Year to you and your family. Hopefully everything's going well. I know you guys are going to be hitting New Year's in a couple hours from now, right? Eric, what's good, man? Shout out to you, bro. Happy New Year's to you also. Much respect for Christine and your family. You guys have been holding me down for a long time, supporting and everything. I do appreciate you guys. Whenever you need something, go ahead and hit me up. You know how we do. Eric, same for you, man. You've been doing great this year. A lot of support from you as well. I do appreciate it. Didn't get any fours this year. Wasn't feeling the fours from 2023. Not many of them was banging. More of them were all more acquired taste, as I like to say. I think the Seafoam was definitely a solid Jordan 4. I think they like the materials on that one, but it was a women's exclusive. That's why people didn't scoop it up. And like I said, man, shout out to everybody coming through for however long you're here for. I know you guys got things, people and family around. I just came to go live because I'm here chilling out solo dolo, and I figured why not get on live stream and talk to the people who did come through, just to make sure I let you guys know my appreciation for you guys in 2023 and previous and beyond and all that other good stuff. Um, just posted a video or post on my channel, or yeah, cracking. I just got another one for 10 million. Give a little more clarity to that. Got some of my videos back up live that were privated or unreleased, or not unreleased, but privated or unlisted. So that calculates into my views too. So yeah, we just, I guess, cracked 10 million views on this channel overall for the lifetime. Once again, thanks to anybody who watched any one of my videos, and hopefully you guys continue to watch in 2024. I learned one thing about speaking on what you're trying to do. I've known it, but I'm sticking to it more. But I definitely want to bring you guys more of the same, but more of different content on my channel too, within the same realm of this same thing that I do. So don't think I'm veering off too far. But shout out to you if you're watching on any one of my channels. We're live on pretty much all of them. So wherever you're watching me from, shout out that. And if you're on Twitch, big shout out to you for watching me on Twitch. We will be live streaming on Twitch a lot more too, in conjunction with the live streams on the other channels. And they made something kind of crazy for StreamYard, and Instagram switched it up where you can go live on Instagram using like StreamYard or OBS. But I don't know how often I'll go live and connect my Instagram with it, because I don't know. We shall see. That's a TBA, to be TBA, TBD, to be determined. You know what I mean? Eric, you've been posting some good stuff in the Discord too that I'm going to actually get to one of those stories today, because there's been some stuff I wanted to talk about, but I didn't really have time to get to everything. We were doing this, or I was doing this Vlogmas thing, or really not a Vlogmas, but Vlogmas, I'll call it that. That was my excuse. Where you post daily content. Once upon a time on my channel, I used to do that all the time. 1 video a day, 2 videos a day. At one point, it was 5 videos a day. So I used this month, the month of December, to kind of get me back in the flow of that stuff, and I want to continue posting as often as possible. If it's going to be daily, every other day, more than likely daily, kind of back in the flow of it, for doing it for 31 days straight, posting at least 1 or 2 videos every single day. um, to get me back into the flow of it. Like I said, because once you veer off from it, you think you got to do some other things or whatever the case, and you don't really make time. Plus, I'm doing multiple channels as well. We had 11:46 on the West Coast. People out here are doing firecrackers. I'm over here like pausing, like, what the hell is that? But people got them big firecrackers, them M80s, them just the loud sounding ones, man. People love the loud. I don't blame it either. When I was doing the firecrackers like crazy, I was looking for them really loud ones as well. But later on in life, them loud ones is like nerve-wracking, annoying. They scare the pets, you know. So it's just like, man, okay, have your fun and be done with it. But these guys, they go on and on and on, bro, for hours and hours and hours. I'm looking right now for the stories that you posted too, because there was a couple interesting ones that are older but still relevant. I'm just trying to look through the Discord really quick to see. Fords were very were iffy. The releases were just the releases were for people who really wanted the shoes, which is dope, which is how you wanted it. The resale game is never going to stop. When one thing falls off, they'll just move to another product, another thing that might be more interesting. You feel me? Or have more value, like them Uggs and such like that. But it's good for people who really want the shoes, man. I'm never complaining about people being able to get the shoes they want. Never. Never, never, never. That's how you want it to be. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think these are it right here. Let me see. There might be some lagging for a second as I'm trying to figure out some of this stuff, so bear with me. Come back to the chat too. Let me click on this. Yeah, that'll be there. Call corporate them call them and ask them for highest manager Nike store customers. Sweater taken away from her at clearance rack because it belongs to another customer. Okay, that was one. That was one thing, and then the other thing was Nike closing stores. Nike says it will close. It will cut $2 billion. And just for the record, I really feel like this year's gonna be a crazy year, man. I don't know how crazy it's gonna be, but it's looking like it's gonna be crazy, man. Hopefully, everybody just is out here being safe, spending time with people you love and care about. I'm trying to practice on letting things go, because holding on to stuff is never good. Forgive and forget. Oh, come on, this one gives me all the damn. How do I go about this? Because these ads, boy, these ads will get you. Maybe I should just go and screenshot that stuff and post it with a screenshot, because these ads are going to pop up like crazy. You heard? Richard, what's good with you, bro? Definitely like to make that happen as well. Did I miss anybody? I wasn't able to get the code before. Mom was trying to trade them for something. Oh, okay. Yeah, how many people have you guys hit on the Kobe's? Any one of them? How many people here hit on the reverse Grinches or the Black Mambas? Because I didn't. I didn't go for them though. That is a shoe that no matter what, people will be trying to grab that for resale purposes. You think it's people grabbing them because they like Kobe. Part of that might be the case. But when there's lines like crazy for the merch, you know what that's about. I mean, there are a lot of people who love Kobe, bro, and there are a lot of people who are taking advantage of that because they know people love Kobe, so they want to go ahead and profit off of it. You know what I mean? Are you guys upset with that stuff? How does that make you feel? Does that something you don't even care about? Kobe's do have nice shoes. It's just the fact that they're like, I don't know, man. I just feel like more people are going for them for the resale purpose than actual buying them for themselves. You know what I mean? And you can't do nothing about it. You can't be mad about that stuff. That's just life. Just when there's hurdles for something, that's just what it's gonna be. You gotta learn how to roll with the punches on whatever you're rocking with. You know what I mean? You know, I think one or two people in the Discord came up on the reverse Grinches. I think a couple people also came up on those fours. I mean the Black Mama. So shout out to y'all for that. You know, I like seeing people get the dubs, bro. I like seeing people get the shoes they want, whether you're getting them for resale or not. When I say that, anytime I'm talking about resellers or anything like that, you got to understand I'm on both sides of the fence. So I don't ever talk about it down if you're somebody out there grabbing stuff just for reselling. People find different ways to make their living, and if you're reselling shoes and apparel to get money for you and your people, then that's cool. You know what I mean? You gotta do what you gotta do. At least you're not out here trying to rob somebody or take it from somebody else. You're putting in the footwork or efforts, whatever it is, to get it for yourself. It is what it is. That's just that's just another part of the game that you have to maneuver through. Hopefully, the one part that is annoying that I could say is bad for everybody, no matter what side of the line you fall on, is the bots, because that's just an unfair advantage. you know, Putting in the footwork and doing multiple hustles like that is not necessarily an unfair advantage, because anybody can kind of do that. Botting is a little different, that anybody, I guess, technically could get into it, but it costs a lot of money, and it's just a little more difficult thing to know how to do and run. So it puts you at a much more unfair advantage than doing it the other way, which is getting in lines, having people getting in lines, paying people to be in lines, because you're exchanging money for people to do stuff for you too. So at least people are eating. Everybody's getting a little something, no matter how much it is. People, currencies being exchanged, people are getting what they want. But the botting thing, that's a little OD. That's OD, and that's where I feel like, just like people wouldn't, you can't use Chat GPT to write your essay in school. I mean, people probably do that, but you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to put in the work yourself. You know what I mean? So it's like a right and wrong way to go about it. But I think the lines are so blurred now that it's kind of all the same. Everything's becoming a gray area, which is unfortunate. I'm a person where it's black and white. Everything's black and white. It's either yes or no, see or no. Not this maybe stuff or this I'm not sure stuff. It's either yes or no. This Jordan 1 reverse Laney for women's major flop for 2023 also. But I mean, all Jordan 1 retros for the most part were major flops, with the exception of the black and white high 85s. That one didn't sit around at all. UNC toes didn't sit really at all, maybe like a week after, but they kind of disappeared in men's sizes. You can go to some sneaker boutiques, maybe a couple different stores, to find a couple pair of the Jordan 1 Reimagined. I mean, Jordan 1 UNC toe, but for the most part, that one also left. So black 85 high, UNC toe, and Palominos probably were the best three Jordan 1s of 2023. But this last one that I just seen just came out like last week. I'll get to it eventually. Uh, uh, uh Definitely, I seen it today for the first time in hand, and it's definitely a nice shoe. Um, y'all know the name of it. Let me just show you like this though until we get to it. This Jordan 1, yeah, really nice quality on this Jordan 1. Nice colorway, not a bad Jordan 1. That's a solid Jordan 1 to release this year. You know, Came out towards the end of the year, didn't come out to too many locations. I think I went to the store on release day to a mall, and I don't think anybody in the mall had that shoe, unless that was a shoe that was like backdoored or something I didn't know about. You know, we got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left. I'm a Kobe fan. I have his shoes dating back to the Adidas 97s, about 15 pair. Fire. That's good to see, man. Original OG collector who's into the Kobe's for himself, Was offering size 13 black canvas for trades on that. But you didn't get any takers. Have you considered that trade app? There's an app where you can trade shoes. There's an authenticating process. Authenticating process. Now, I'm not putting the two things together, but there is an app where you can trade stuff. And I know one of my friends, close friends, he does it all the time with his shoes. He used to be a 12 and a half in most shoes, some shoes 13s, but like he's gained weight, so his size is different. So he needs to get different sizes of the same shoes. But he uses that trade app, and it's been going good for him. If you guys know what app it is, let me know. But I forgot. But yeah, there's a trade app where you can legitly trade your shoes for other shoes you want. Um, Now, the authentication purpose, process, I should say, is a tricky one. What I mean by tricky is like, just this stuff is getting so good nowadays. I mean, there's a meme or an Instagram reel going on right now where some dude's at a convention from, I guess, StockX, I guess that's where he was from, or eBay, one of the two, and he's passing fake shoes thinking they're real. He's passing them with confidence, but they're for sure fake. It's crazy how this fake stuff is going on, and you got people out here making videos of themselves returning fake shoes to Nike and getting away with it, or at the time getting away with it, which lets you know people are flooding it back into the market. We talked about before, or if you okay, maybe you didn't see it on my video on Bosco Live Therapy. A lot of people did see that, but if you didn't, who's here? I got a video explaining and breaking down how one of my friends got a bunch of faulty pairs dealing with StockX, Go, and Fight Club for these Jordan 11 Gratitudes. There's two different variations going out there. Kind of give you guys a little heads up or a warning to check your pairs, because it could happen to you. Hopefully not. For the most part, I think everybody's good. I did see some people in there have some retorts to what I was saying. You know, let me see if I can do it like that. You know, I think I posted it. Did I post it in Sneaker News? Let me see. Yeah, but that with the Jordan 11 Gratitude, speaking of having to check your pairs and this whole authentication service. Like I said, there is an app where you can trade shoes. I've heard good things about it. My friend he hasn't had an issue with it yet, but maybe because a lot of people don't know about it yet to dibble into that spot. People out here are getting tricky. These fakes are getting better and better each day. You can't tell sometime, and so maybe that could happen there too. There's a thing called human error. People make mistakes trying to do the right thing, and sometimes they just don't catch it. So that's the thing that you gotta be worried or leery about when it comes to sneaker verifications. Okay, where we at right now? We in the last minute. Trade block. I think that might be what it's called. Thanks, Eric. Trade block. I think that's what it's called, man. He's had a good experience with it. You know what I'm saying? We at the 59th, 11:59. Okay, maybe it's just not turning 12 because people are letting the fireworks go right now. But once I see 12 o'clock on my thing, that's when I'll say Happy New Year once again for the 50th time. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, 2023 was a crazy year. I know I'm kind of all over the place. We're gonna get back to everything I'm talking about too. But as I see things, I'm just gonna, because this is the thing we're here for. This little click on the dot right here. 12 o'clock midnight here, man. Big shout out to everybody who's watching wherever you are in the world watching. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. You guys have done a lot of support for the channel, watching any videos, hitting the like buttons on anything, checking out my Discord, checking out anything I got going on, man. I do appreciate it. We're gonna try to turn it up for you guys in 2024. We don't know how much time is left for any of us out here. Life is very short, and there's just so many crazy things going on in this world, and it's just getting crazier and crazier, bro. So just take everything, you know, take all the drama with a grain of salt. Go hard at everything that you want to go after. You know what I'm saying? Try to be as healthy as possible. I'm not the healthy police, but just keep that in mind. Okay, let me see what's up. Hold on one second. Happy New Year.
Hey, hold on. Let me merge you.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, you guys on?
Hello.
Okay. Hey, mama. Hey.
Hey, happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yes, indeed. How y'all doing?
Good. One second, okay? Hold on.
Yeah. Who's all Who's all here?
Sound like Deepy Joe over there.
Yes, it is. How you doing? How you doing, Grandmama? What you up to, Dr. Grace?
Thank God for another year.
Thank God for another year. That's right. That's right.
Amen. 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 Amen.
Amen. Amen. Absolutely. 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 I,
Your house party cooking us.
I'm at the house. I'm at the house live streaming with my friends online right now, and we just chilling out. Just over here. I'm getting to it.
Where's the lady?
Oh, she's asleep. She got to go to work at 6 in the morning, so she's asleep.
Okay, hey you guys, there's Tay, Bobby, and Mommy on the phone.
Happy New Year, Tay. Happy New Year, Dr. Grace. Happy New Year's, everybody. Hopefully, you guys have a great day and a great year. You know what I mean?
God for another year, Quantum and
Yes.
and Sean.
And Big Sean in the building. What's going on, Big Sean?
Good Lord.
Shout out to y'all.
You think somebody know your name after 25 years?
Yeah, right.
All right, Ramon.
Happy New Year, you guys. Love you guys very much. Hopefully you guys had a great 23 and hopefully 24 is much better for all of us.
Wonderful. Well, Bobby, would you like to lead us in prayer, bringing in a new year?
Yeah. I'm willing to do it.
All right. Well, and 1, 2, 3.
Father, in the name of Jesus, I do thank you for another great year on this earth. I ask that we all are healthy and happy for the rest of 2024, that we are striving to get closer to you and get closer to our goals that we want to accomplish this year. I ask that you break any yokes or any roadblocks that are in front of us and help us remain to be positive, healthy, happy, loving each other and the people around us. And I just hope that everybody here can accomplish the things that we really set out to do. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen. Amen.
You think he heard that?
Hopefully he did. Hopefully he did. Hopefully he did. Hopefully so. I send them out every day, so hopefully this one was heard.
No. Anytime you can pray, our Father who art in heaven.
Yeah, that's what we go to.
Yeah.
What up, bro?
So what you doing, Ramon? You kind of quiet over there. You can't pray too?
Who?
Oh, I'm just listening. I'm listening. I'm listening to shit. 2024, I'm gonna have my mouth closed a lot more.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
I'm gonna listen more than I talk.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, I know you do. You're a quiet one. You really are.
2 ears, one mouth.
Tay, you there? Yeah, man. Did we wake you up? Yeah, I was asleep.
Got to get that rest, man. Got to get that rest.
To call you and say Happy New Year, we'll let you go back to sleep.
Yeah, bro, get to it, man. You can't wake the sleepy soldier, man. You can't wake the sleepy soldier, bro. For real. I was rocking the shirt in my video today. Shout out to that. All day, all day. Good hearing from you guys, though.
Yeah. Well, Tay, go back to sleep. We love you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, bro.
Happy New Year.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Hey.
So yeah, we just posted up. I'm just here getting some work in, and getting ready, going into the new year, going hard. That's all we can do, right?
That's right. He can't have it. He's sleepy. He talking.
I'm speaking this all.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. He just hung up. We was like, so you go back to sleep. He's like, all right, y'all.
For sure.
Sleepy soldier is a real thing. That
ain't
fake. It's not no gimmick.
Right. For real. Yeah.
What time you got? Tomorrow, tonight is New Year's, right? Oh, she has to go 6 in the morning.
Yeah. She do retail. Retail, you working all the time.
Yeah, retail. You work holidays.
Yeah.
What is retail?
Like working in the mall, in the stores and stuff like that. Because people gonna be shopping tomorrow for their New Year's deals and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I just got. That's why I'm here live streaming. Huh?
You have to get up too and take a
Yeah, but I'm working right now for like another hour, and then I'll go to sleep, and I can come back home and go to sleep before I do more stuff. You know.
I feel that too. I was doing a whole lot of stuff today because I'm like, I want to get everything as much as I can get done before I hit back to work on the third.
Yeah, definitely got to do that.
That's Wednesday or Thursday. That's a Wednesday.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, for
Well,
sure.
yeah, a little
Happy
rest,
New
a
Year,
little rest.
y'all.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna let you get back to work, Bobby.
Yeah, for
Mommy,
sure.
I love you. We love you.
We love you.
We just wanted
A
to
lot of
say
love
Happy
here.
New Year. We love you and pray for you.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Happy New Year, y'all. I'll
Thank the
talk to you
Lord
guys
for all
later.
y'all.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Bye, you
Bye
guys.
bye. Have a good night.
Okay. Bye. You too. Ramon.
Bye
Bye.
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 Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all. Y'all know how I go with family, people tuning in and checking in when things happen. So hopefully y'all didn't mind that real quick. Um, Always good talking to my family, of course. And we didn't really care to spend it together. We just all have stuff going on in our lives. People live in different spots. So yeah, we just do a phone call. I thought I was gonna talk to him later on in the day, but we talk to him right now. So shout out to them for that. And Happy New Year to everybody sliding through. And I know I just did a prayer and I'm over here drinking juice, kind of, but at the same time, that goes before everything and anything. I'm just doing this to bring in a new year with y'all. So hopefully y'all don't judge me on that. Don't flame me on that one, bro. You know what I'm saying? But big shout out to all you guys here, Big E, McNasty. Oh, what's up with you, bro? How you doing? Happy New Year to you and your family. Big E, shout out to you. Happy New Year's to you. Fat Boy Kicks was good. ENH was good. Happy New Year to you too. Suit, Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to everybody sliding through, man. I appreciate y'all. Kind of lost my train of thought low key, but maybe not. But like I said, good to see real Kobe fans getting the shoes they want. He been getting them since like 15 pair. Shout out to that. People who like Kobe's and been getting Kobe's, I want y'all to get your Kobe's. It's just them people out there trying to take advantage of y'all who got the Kobe love and want to hike up the prices and stuff. You know what I mean? It's just the thing that we're in right now. But yeah, that kind of get back on track. Let me get it together. Trade block. A lot of lowballing offers were probably yeah. Okay, that makes sense. People will definitely lowball for sure. Because I think on trade block you can do shoes for shoes or shoes and money on top and stuff like that. I don't know if you use that to try to get your shoe off, but I was just giving you a different option. And then what I was talking about before, other sneaker reviews too, of course, on the channel. Do I have it here? Do I have it here? Do I have it here? Yeah, these pictures here, man. I have a video on Bosco Live Therapy talking about this. Shout out to everybody who watched that video because there was a lot of comments, a lot of feedback. But you got to be careful. Best bet is to buy your Jordan 11 Gratitudes in store from a Nike Champ, something like that, as opposed to StockX or Gold or Fight Club, because it can just be shaky. Especially with StockX, and I think Fight Club is where he had the most issues with. But Fight Club and Gold is the same thing, so they all kind of are under the same umbrella. If it's not the yellowing of the outsole, having a yellow outsole as opposed to a cream outsole, then you got to check a little deeper and go to the stitching. I broke all this down in my video. One shoe has black stitching, the other one has white stitching. Those are telltale signs of if your shoe's real or not. And if I remember correctly from what my boy told me, the white stitching is the correct way and the black stitching was false. But there was somebody in my video who left a comment speaking on it and saying that he experienced something different. He experienced the right color outsole but black stitching. So I don't know if I got confused from what my boy said or if that was just somebody being funny trying to throw me off or if he was for real about it. I don't know. Um, but that's the one thing about trade block is that these fakes are getting really good. You know what I'm saying? So you just got buyer beware. Buyer beware on everything now. If you're gonna buy something, because a lot of people are falling back and not buying everything right now. You know what I mean? Jordan 11. Yeah, dropped this video like 9 days. Yeah, somebody said I'm in Australia. These come with yellowing outsoles. I bought mine directly from a Nike store. And that's the thing. My friend told me when he had to take them back to Fight Club, their excuse was it's an international release and some pair come with yellow outsoles. and some come with the cream outsoles. I've never heard that happen on any other release. I've never heard that on any other release. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I never heard that before. The only thing I've ever heard of that was different for shoes that came out in the States and shoes that came out from other countries was when it came to basketball shoes with the XDR rubber. That's the only time I've ever heard of outsoles being different from country release base or national, international release. That's the only thing I've ever heard of where a shoe had two different outsoles. You can buy Kyrie's in United States, Nike Kyrie's, and you get rubber, the rubber outsole, that's good. But then if you go to overseas, you can get the XDR, which means extreme. It's like extra durable rubber, like it's more meat on the bone when it comes to the rubber, so they can last longer. So I've never heard them on a retro though. But there is at least one comment that said that he's in Australia. His came with a yellowing outsole, and he bought them from Nike. I don't know if he got them from Nike and somebody returned the fake or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the guy. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, and okay, somebody else says, I watched several videos of this shoe on YouTube on YouTubers in other countries such as Philippines and Australia. These YouTubers were inside of retail in malls buying the same Gratitude 11s with yellow outsoles. I think it's more so of a quality control issue. Okay, that makes a solid point. That's why I made the video to get the feedback on it and see what people thought. So maybe that was the case, you know. And like my boy who got this situation, one of his pairs, he sold them to a friend of his and told him the details, told him everything about the shoe. Like, I got these from whichever one he got them from. They came with a yellowing outsole. They're telling me it's an international release type of thing. So these are supposed to be still authentic. And his friend bought them with him letting him know everything about the shoe. His friend still bought it from him. So, you know, that's just an interesting thing there to check out. One thing I did not see, I thought there was one person who said the stitching part. I thought the guy who told me originally from Australia. I think there was somebody who made a comment in the comment section about made this okay. The gratitudes were made in two different factories. One factory made the soles a little more yellowish. The other factory made the soles with milky white. The yellowish ones mostly were issued in Europe and Asia. The white soles came mostly in the US. If you get a pair from Goat, Fight Club, or Stocks X, you will have a yellowish outsole version. Okay. When these originally came out, bluish turquoise sole. People crazy. Wait, what? When these originally came out, they had a bluish turquoise outsole. I never knew that. I don't know what's up. Bought direct. Another one says I bought 5 pairs for reselling directly in the In clothing app, and the soles were yellow and the stitching is black. So this was somebody who did tell me the stitching on the insole was different. So there's different opinions and different information on this. If you guys haven't checked out that video on Bosco Live Therapy, you guys can get more of how I broke it down because I don't remember the full story because it's been a minute. But yeah, so I bought 5 pairs for reselling directly in the In clothing app. The soles were yellow and the stitching was black. So there are a variation in euro, and those aren't fake. Remember that Nike made more than 1 million pair of these, so definitely are variations because I understand that many facilities and countries were made. Okay. So that's the thing. That's the thing. Cause my boy was certain, and I from what he's telling me, I'm certain too. This was something that was new to me until it was brought to my attention. I never heard that before, you know. But there are YouTube videos of people talking about it too. So that's just the game is getting tricky, bro. The game is getting tricky. You would hope that they made it one band, one sound. You would hope that they made them all the same, got the same specs and color codes and everything to match because you don't want to have this type of situation, bro. You don't want to have no trickiness with that. You know what I mean? Ovechkin, is that that Ovechkin YouTube? Shout out to you, man. Happy New Year's. Hopefully I said that correctly. Big shout out to everybody here. Happy New Year's to y'all, man, for real. But that right there is kind of interesting. So I don't know what to tell you in that retrospect, in that aspect. You know, my boy was certain and determined on his end on what he was saying and seeing, and I get it. You know, you don't want to have a fake pair of shoes. But with them having inconsistencies like that, man, anybody's liable to get got or not, you know? Because if you go to StockX and you look at the Jordan 11 Gratitude, you'll see the milky outsole, and they'll send you a yellow outsole and try to cover up the stickers on the box. And then if you file a claim, they'll just tell you it's an international release. Why didn't Nike come out and say that? Nike at some point should have made a stance about that or said that, so that way people understood that that was a possible case. I'm gonna actually reach out to my homie maybe tomorrow or the next couple days and just get some more feedback from him, or if he heard anything else or anything else on him. I mean, I'm gonna let him know the information I gathered from the video and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't really know nobody in the States who got the yellowing outsole except for him because he got them from StockX, you know. Okay, cool. I'm glad I said it right. All right, cool, for sure. Is that for the hockey player Ovechkin? Is that why your name is that? Shout out to him. I know he's really good. I don't know what I don't really watch hockey, but I know that name for sure. Yeah, quality control got to be on the same, bro. You can't be doing that, man. That just leaves an open for this type of issue just leaves it open for fakes. And I've been saying that for a long time, you know. And now in 2024, I know we gotta, you know, there's people out there like people who I react to and in general, like tripping, who defend fakes and people who buy and wear fakes. You know, the bad part, of course, is when you trying to wear, you know, you're buying a fake to then sell it as real somebody else. That's, I guess, now they're taking all the layers back. And now that's kind of where you have to be with it in 2024. It's like, it's not that it's bad for people to wear fake shoes, because at one point it was bad for people to wear fake shoes and everybody frowned upon it. But now it's been eased off, and it's like, well, if you wear fakes and just say they're fake, then you're cool. You know, it's not a bad thing if you're buying fakes to wear them for yourself because you don't want to pay $220, you want to pay $25. I still don't like how that sounds or sits with me. I'm not cool with it, but the general consensus, because you have people like a Trippin who has a pretty big platform, and people are on his side with him buying and wearing fakes and probably saying it and clowning anybody who talks shit about fake shoes. He got a lot of videos clowning people for making fun of fake shoes. So it's making fake shoes more accessible, and or not accessible, but more acceptable in the culture. When at one point, for me personally, that's not acceptable to do that, whether you're buying them for yourself or to passing them along as others. But if you think about it, it's really bad if it's only if they're trying to pass it on to somebody else as a real shoe and hit them over the head with the price point and stuff like that. Because if you're wearing them yourself, who really does care what people are wearing on their feet? I understand that argument. Who cares what you're wearing on your feet? What you do don't make me do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So like I understand that argument, but it's also something if I paid 225 for a shoe and you pay 50 for a shoe and it's not authenticated by Nike, that makes me feel bad or weird as somebody who's going the right way about it. Like, you know, but now that whole feeling is supposed to be null and void. Like, who cares if you feel bad because you paid this and they paid that for the shoe? Like, I don't like the fact that they made that gray area like acceptable. I really, really don't like that. I really don't like that. Oh, who cares what they wear? I get it. Like, yeah, what you eat don't make me poop. I get it. But at the same time, bro, don't be. I don't like the fact that it's acceptable now. Like, there's so many things that I'm in my 40s. There's so many things that I done seen, and I'm sure people here watching have seen that was not cool, that is just slowly but surely became cool and accessible. And if you don't say nothing about it, or if you say something about it, now you're the weird one because you're the one making fun of. I really hate how that's so flip flop around. And I think that is a generational thing of these new people coming on into this stuff, or this other crowd. I'm not gonna point names at any generation or nothing, but it's really people watering it down and making this stuff okay and cool, and it's never was before, bro. I don't understand that, bro. But at the same time, that person wearing some fake Jordan 11s is not doing nothing for me or to me. It it makes me, you know, am I wrong for feeling bad about that? Like, damn, I paid 225. He paid $50 for him. I mean, it's okay. See, this is the thing that's also crazy too, right? Because I'm over here talking about it's kind of separate. Fakes and reals is always separate, but it's the same thing of like if I bought a panda for 120, or God forbid, like I did in my other video, go to a resale shop and pay 260 for a panda, and then somebody goes to Ross and finds a panda for $50. Who's the dumb one then? Or who's the one looking with the egg on their head then? Who's looking like the smarter person? The person who bought it for 115, 260, or the person who bought them for Ross for 50? But then, or what about the person who bought them from overseas for 25? It's all same playing field. It's like it's getting real shaky out here for these shoes, man. It really, really is. In so many different facets of the game. It's getting spooky out here, bro. A lot of the good shoes, authentic shoes, are popping up at Ross and Burlington like crazy. The NMD human races that are 225 in some stores still, that gray colorway. I've seen a few people in my Discord find them for 25 or $30 at Burlington. And it's just like, that's almost that same feeling. Like if somebody's walking around with the shoe and they paid 225, and then somebody else be like, oh, I got them on too, and they paid $30 for them. That's, damn, is it the person for not being patient? Is it the person for being smarter? Like, you got to worry about yourself at the end of the day, but that's gotta hurt if damn, I paid 250 for this shoe, and then now they're popping up at Ross. As a consumer, you're like, what the hell? I guess so. I guess that's why you have to draw the line of like, it's only bad if they're trying to pose it off as a real one to somebody else and get them. Buy fake shoes, take them to a sneaker convention, and try to tax people for them when they're knowing that they're fake. That's where the line, I guess, is drawn at now. Because you can wear the fakes if you want to. I will never do that, but that's my prerogative. That's where I go by as a sneaker collector. That's where I stand with it. But you can't, or can you be mad at the person who wants to go the cheaper route and get a fake pair and just rock them as they're real and just not say nothing about it, and they're not trying to get over on people as far as like trying to resell it to somebody else. They're buying it for their own personal consumption, and they're gonna run the shoe to the ground, and it's a fake shoe, and they only pay $50, excuse me, $75 for them. That's an interesting topic. That's this sneaker market is just wild right now, bro. It really is. So I think you have to just draw the line at people buying them to manipulate and trick. If you're doing it with that intention, that's wrong. If you're buying a fake shoe to then go return it to Nike and get the full credit for the shoe, that's wrong, because now I don't care about what happens to Nike because they don't care about what happens to us. But the next person going to Nike to buy that shoe thinking it's real and it's not, boom. But then again, you got the fakes that are looking really, really good now, because there is a lot of quality control issues on the real pairs from Nike and Foot Locker and stuff like that. When you have that window of error, it makes the other ones so easy to get around now. That's why TikTok and Instagram is so flooded with people promoting fakes. Have you seen the girl on Instagram? Oh, I got these from, let me see, where shoe next to me? No shoe right next to me. Cleats. I got these cleats here from my favorite website, man. And this cleat is like one of the best cleats ever. And I just got them from my favorite website. If you ever want to get yourself a pair from my favorite website, you know what you got to do. Just check the link. But these are clean, man. They look cool. What do you guys think about these? I got them from my favorite website. And that's how they're promoting fakes now. Promoting fakes without promoting fakes. And if you say something about it, now you're the weirdo for making fun of it. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. These are 330 Canada. What? See, and that's that, and with them raising the prices and stuff like that, like it makes you want to go that route. And who's to say you can't go that route? You know what I mean? But just be honest. Everything that wasn't cool before is cool now, is acceptable now, and has like, an army of people who will stand up for you now in so many different aspects of the world. So as long as you just rock it with pride and keep it real, like, oh, these are knockoffs or oh, these are fake. I mean, the thing is, what makes it hard to say that is that these shoes be looking good. The quality of them and everything be looking on point. And if there is a little flaw here or there, the regular shoes be having a little flaw here or there. So if somebody really bought some pair of fake Jordan 11 Gratitudes, you couldn't tell if the coloration's off. Oh, these are the overseas pair. It's just a little different. If it's cracking because they say the patent leather on the 11s are a little cheaper than previous ones. Oh, it's the new quality of the patent leather. It's just all cracking. Like, unless somebody's gonna go through your shoe and take out the insole, check the stitching and all that extra stuff that they do, you won't know. That's the thing of 2023 that we can now understand and look forward to in 2024. More fakes, more replicas are going to be out there. More people will be rocking them like it ain't nothing. There's YouTube channels on people who review fakes only, and get numbers on YouTube. You know what I mean? So I guess it just comes from where I guess it's just about where you stand on it, and that's like an individual thing. One person might think hell no, the other one might be like, maybe. Man, I missed out on those Harito dunks. I really like those. They're going for 600. I don't want to pay that. I'll pay 100 for them and just rock them in their mind. It's so crazy, man. See that, and that's a great point right there. That's a great point right there. The Tech Fleece sweater that I found at Ross for $22 makes me think twice whenever them on sale elsewhere for 100, 115, 125, 145. That's where I'm laughing at it, right? So people who were buying fake shoes when people buy the real ones, they're laughing at the people paying the extra money for them. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I gotta go ahead and pay Nike 225 when I can pay only Nike $60, right? But then when Ross got into the game and Burlington's got into the game, it's really taking a dump on all that other stuff, because it's like, I mean, I made a post about the pandas. It's like people were like, there's been videos, and even sometimes I didn't catch it on camera. Like, I go to a line, I hear that there's pandas somewhere. This is like a year or 2 years ago. And then, I get there, but then I get there, and then like 30 minutes later, there's still people coming, and the line's down the street around the corner for pandas. People were going hustling, bustling for these shoes, reselling the shoes for crazy. And one of my recent videos, I was showing you guys that you can still see pandas in stores right now, but if you go upstairs to this resale shop, they had pandas for like 250, 275, and then now you find them at Ross for $50. And it's the same thing with the Tech Fleece. The Tech Fleece is flooding these stores. And if you go, just check the videos I'm dropping. If you go to Nike right now, Beverly Center, or other Champs, whatever, they'll give you 25% off maybe. But you can go to Ross for $22 and find the same Tech Fleece for that. I found black Nike Tech, which is some of the hardest stuff to find as far as like if you would think at discount stores, for $39. It amazes me how many people are. It's amazing. It amazes me how many people are still going to these regular stores to shop for stuff when they. But I mean, I think going to Burlington and Ross is few. It's not few far in between no more, but you have to do a lot more work. You got to go through each item, find your size. You got to do a little more work than just going and seeing it and say, I want that size because they got them and boom. There's that little bit of time saving. And that's what I think it really comes down to, because time is money. People don't really want to waste the time of going to a store. Maybe you don't find it at that location, but like it's you go to enough locations, you'll find exactly what you want, bro, in your size going to these other places. Um, Even more so than at the outlets, because the outlets you can still find your stuff here and there. When it comes to the shoes, maybe more available clothes, apparel there, but I've never seen a Nike Tech at the outlet for $22. Maybe if you got the 40% off of it or something, maybe possibly. But usually what I've been noticing at the outlets when you find Nike Tech, the Nike Tech is still damn near retail with the 40% off, which still makes it higher than you would find it at Ross. I've never seen Nike Tech for $22 at the outlet. When I seen that Nike Tech at the clearance center, it was down to $39 and that was it. Like clearance center didn't have no extra discounts. Maybe at another outlet they might have had them down to $39 with 40% on top, but I don't think Nike does that out their store. Nike don't ever do no $39 with 40% off for tech. No, I don't think so. I never seen it. They're gonna give you that $80, that $90, $110 with the 40% off. But that's still not beating that $22 that my boy Eric just said he found. And that's the whole point of what, you know, we go to these videos to do retail arbitrage on Bobby Thrift is to buy things for the low, sell it for the high, but then also to show you that you guys can be a little patient and go to these stores and find what you want there without having to pay the extras. I hope a lot of people was able to get their Christmas gift for people from Ross in Burlington. I had a conversation. I think it was my girl, and it was like for Christmas gifts. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go to Ross. Go to Ross for Christmas stuff. I'm like, absolutely. You know what's there right now? And everything I got everybody, they was super happy and thought I paid the full price for it. But nope, I got it from Ross or Burlington. The Nike Tech that I found, or the Adidas tracksuit, or them hats, that'd be like 50, $60 for $12.99, $9.99. Are you crazy? Like, I'm not gonna be the one to do that. And I'm only encouraging people to go check it out for themselves to save you guys some bread if you guys are on there getting it for yourself or as gifts. Definitely if you go there, if you go in there to flip stuff, but it amazes me how, I mean, Burlingtons are getting more flooded, but I mean we were just in the holiday season, so maybe that's why more people was going there too. But like people know, people are starting to know. People are starting to know. Yep. Go there, find. I've been saying that for a while. Like, if you're going to buy some shoes for yourself, maybe peek your head in one of them discount stores first, because you might find 2 or 3 pair for the price of the one shoe you're gonna buy at Foot Locker. Like, that's just what it is, bro. That's one thing I could say. Um, that's the thing I could say is a big takeaway for 2023 is have especially when it comes to shopping for yourself or others. Have patience, bro. Patience is a virtue. You know, the buzz for things and shoes in the world is kind of like changing. So like you don't have to get the thing right when it first drops. Now, some shoes you might have to select sizing. You have a particular size, you might have to grab it when it comes to the store. Maybe you have to grab it and people buy stuff and don't wear them right away. Hold it to the side with the receipt. Cause and then just go search in the field to see if you can find it again for cheaper and then take the original one. I mean, hey, bro. Hey, you gotta do what you got. You know what I mean? You hurt. I mean, it just seems that way. It don't seem that way. It is that way. I say it again. I said it once. I'll say it again. The homie retrospective gear, finding those Air Max pennies that I paid 190 for 32 bucks. That let me know right there. We're not going through this again. We not going through this again. I paid 175, 180, and then tax made like 190, 189, one something. He paid 32 bucks for the shoe before tax. I'm like, we're never doing that again, bro. I don't care. There's a certain shoe here or there, like I said, certain ones I'm a 13. I might have to grab it when it first come out. I can't do nothing about it because my shoe size. That's still a money size when it comes to reselling. But to see some of these shoes, bro. The Jackie Robinson dunks popping up at Ross. Some SB dunks popping up there. We've seen a lot of different Jordan retros. Most of them have been bigger sizes, but there have been some good sizes being found too. The homie Dron found those Jordan 12s in a size 11 for 45 bucks or whatever it was. So it's just crazy, bro. And here, yeah, if you're just joining now, KD Fields, apparently the Jordan 11s with the yellow outsole, from what I've been gaining from my reports, I have a video on Bosco Live Therapy breaking it down. And if you go to the comment section, there's a good amount of people in there who are vouching and saying that it is an international release, Euros and Asian areas, if I'm saying that right. We're getting yellow pairs as a natural release from a Nike store or regular retailers. It doesn't guarantee that the shoe is fake if it has a yellow outsole, like I originally thought, and my friend presented it to me like we both thought. Because out here in the States, we're getting clear outsoles, but if you buy them from StockX, maybe Go or Fight Club as well, they'll send you some with yellow. It's a potential you'll get ones with yellow outsoles, um, because that's what some places got. They were made in two or three facilities, and they got the color grading wrong, I guess. The stitching even wrong too. Usually those are telltale signs for fake and non-fake. But with them blurring the lines like that, it's getting tricky for all these shoes. I mean, this was a widely produced shoe, over 1 million pair made. So you're not gonna have quality together, but you would think they would get on the same page as that. There are a lot of people saying the yellow outsole with the black stitching is not a fake because they got it from Nikes or retailers. I can only go off of what people are saying in my comments below, but some people really have definitive responses that are verifying that issue, saying that was it stop buying. Okay, no. Australia says yellowing outsoles. Somebody else said the gratitudes were made in two different factories. One factory made the soles a little more milky. One made them more yellowish. Um, the yellowish ones were issued in Europe and Asia. And when you're buying from StockX and Goat and all that stuff, all the countries are involved with sending shoes in. So that's why you can possibly get a yellowing. Or I'm adding my input from what the comment said. So by them being massively produced in different factories in different countries, you get this little shakiness right here, bro. Luthi, what it do? Welcome to the stream. Happy New Year. Crazy, crazy. It's no more black and white. There's so many gray areas with this stuff now. So it's just safe to do your due diligence and make sure, if you do get a shoe that you feel is shaky, if it's not a Jordan 11, it's something else, just do your research as much as you can on it, man. Because the fakes are getting really, really good, really, really good out here. So it's just hard to kind of tell, man. And TikToks and Instagrams, more so TikToks, are flooded with people promoting fake shoes, and promoting it that way, So it's just something you got to be careful of, something you got to be mindful of. Some pair have milky outsoles with white stitching, some have yellowing outsoles with black stitching, and they're all supposed to be good. Apparently it's all good in the hood. So as I was saying earlier, man, I feel like there's been a lot of lessons when it comes to the sneaker world, and I think that might be the biggest takeaway: being patient with what you're scooping up, and that the game is getting real, real, real shaky out here. You got people on camera returning fake shoes to Nike taking them and giving them credit for it. The guy who got caught up doing this, when he made that video, it's been a minute since he's made that video. How many people did he influence to go do the same exact thing, and they got away with it? So now those shoes that are fake are in the market, and people are buying them and scooping them from Nike and blase blase. It's crazy out here. I can't definitively say don't buy from StockX and Go and Fight Club, because now with stuff like this, it's like, wow. You kind of look egg on your face when you say something like that, because people are verifying that those are authentic, because this is a real thing that happened. Why didn't Nike make a grand stand and make the promotion or say that? It would have put a lot of people at ease, but then maybe they didn't, because that would encourage the fake markets to make even more of whatever they wanted to, because now you can get either one. This is spooky, bro. This is getting spooky out here. We learned in 2023 that not all retros are created equal, from multiple reasons. And then we learned also in 2024 that not all retros or Jordans are made the same, or as sought after. That's the second one. We got a lot of shoes that we talked about already in January. I mean, if we go through the whole list, we might. Uh, but like, out of all these shoes in here we talked about, all these shoes were kind of low key, just like chills. The Jordan 11 9 Olive was a shoe that I did not see around, but every other one of these shoes, Messy Rooms around, Sevens around, True Blues, they eventually faded off. You don't see them in the retail stores too much, but they are popping up at the outlets and definitely were at Ross. All of these shoes were kind of, I don't want to say duds, but in a respect as what we known sneakers to do, people really wasn't really scooping them like that. Lucky Green Twos, only really like OGs and real collectors were kind of going after some of these shoes, and they were making more than those people who really wanted them. Because the game has switched up so much over the last few years from, collectors to resellers. You could go to a sneaker con event 2-3 years ago, and the sellers were selling to people who wanted to buy them for the feet. Now it's just sellers selling them to sellers because more people have jumped into the sneaker selling game. You know, Four Crafts, dud. Black and white 85, that went because people like that. But this Jordan 11 reverse Laney around in stores now for 139. Playoffs eventually disappeared. You find a spot or two that have a size 8, 8.5 left, but people did put respect on this Jordan 13. I definitely copped it. That was one that I wanted to have because I missed those from back in the day. Had them and then didn't have them. So these were definitely a classic shoe. It was like the OG colorways is what kind of stuck. All these other ones they tried, Muslin twos and Dornbeckers, because that's a collab. Jordan 6 Cool Grays really wasn't there like that. Those hit the outlets like crazy, and now they're popping up at Ross too. I'm on my year 12s is another one of those disappointing releases, like from both aspects. If you want to go on the resale side, they were bricks as they would call them. And then if you want to go from the consumer side, people just wasn't really buying them. I mean, I think it's the 225 price point, maybe the timing of it, but like these were at the outlets heavy. In one of my videos, I found a bunch of like smaller, like grade school and women's sizes. But before I got there were people in my Discord and other people I talked to that found them in men's sizes like crazy. And it's an I'm on my year collab. It was wild to see that. Both colorways, 14s definitely not. UNC 5s was a solid release. It's my top Jordan 5 of the year. Best Jordan 5 to release this year has to be the UNC 5 by far over the I'm on my years for me and all that. Jordan 5 UNC has to be the best Jordan 5 to release this year. And that one didn't sit in the stores. That UNC 5, the UNC Toe 1 were two shoes that did not get the heavy outlet treatment like everywhere else. I'll be surprised as hell if I start seeing those pop up at Ross, but you can't be surprised. I mean, size 16, 17, 18 could very well pop up at that store. But I'm talking about like the regular main sizes, you know what I mean? Jordan 2 low, UNC to Chicago. No. I think they're doing, all due respect to the women's sneakerheads out here. But when they put the label on the women's exclusive, you already eliminate half your potential buyers for one. And the women aren't buying them like that. So you should just make them more exclusive to people, you know what I mean? Or go extended sizing, because trying to make it just for women because you want to keep women and do their thing. I get that. I totally get the concept behind it, but the things aren't moving like that. And maybe there's some men out there who would want the shoe, but they don't come in their size. You know, like I'd say this, but I don't know for sure if I went through with it. If those Mars, Son of Mars, Jordan 5 would have came out in the men's sizes, I would have thought about scooping them up. These women dunk on Mars. Maybe somebody like me would have considered scooping them up, whether I saw them at the outlets or not. But I don't even have an opportunity because they don't come in nowhere near my size. They didn't extend the sizes on those. I think the women's Travis Scott, did they extend the sizes on those? I don't think so. I don't think they did. We just skimming down the list. A lot of people got this shoe right here as sneaker of the year, or at least their top sneakers of the year. The reimagined Jordan 3s. People are still finding those at the outlets or at the Rosses right now. 2023 as a sneaker collector showed you that you could be patient, you know, because you can still find your shoes. You didn't have to get them right away. Skylines was tricky. Skylines was definitely a shoe that was around for a while, and certain locations still have them, but you don't see them nearly in too many spots, though. You really don't. That wasn't a shoe that like sold out right away, but it eventually disappeared. I think I see one shoe store out here in my area, which is like Shoe Palace Merrill's. I can remember it because that's the only spot I think I've seen them at that still has the Skylines available in a couple sizes. Shoe Palace Merrill's has like maybe 3 or 4 sizes left of this shoe. Nike SB Jordan 4 Pine Green, that's a collab. So that's why that one got the attention it did. It is a dope colorway with great materials. This is an outlier, but not too many of the regular retros, non-collabs moved. It had to be a special thing. Are the consumers getting smarter? Are they getting tired of what they've been seeing? I didn't really see this one at all either. Maybe this was really exclusive to Tokyo Vintage. I didn't see this in stores like that at all. These two shoes right here are safe to say that these weren't ones of those shoes that like sat around that you could wait it for and been patient with. People was going after these, and these SB4s are fire, and they're going for like 300 to 400, I think, right now. You know, so if you wanted to grab them for the collector, you do have to pay a little up on them. You know, Jordan 11 low cement gray. Nope. I mean, it's a dope shoe, but just mm-mm, mm-mm. The sea sucker, like what was this, bro? It's a combination of a lot. Price points, timing, bad colorways. I don't know who was going crazy for this Jordan 2 low seed sucker. I just don't. And even the name of it, seer sucker. I thought it was seed sucker. Seer sucker. That just sounds pause worthy. Lucky Green was a very much so underrated shoe. I think because it wasn't pine green, people didn't like it, but it's still a solid shoe. Still a nice colorway. I think the green laces are not best for it. Maybe the black laces would be best for this shoe, or maybe even white laces. You know, the wash pink. They try to come after the wash. What was it? The main one, the washed denim or whatever the first one was. Wash pink. Jordan 13 Black Flint was one of those shoes that did not get the treatment of like sit around outlet bound. I didn't really see that like that. I seen a lot of people scooping those up, and I low key missed out on this shoe. I don't think it's going too crazy over resale right now on StockX and stuff like that. But this was definitely a very solid release for me, in my opinion. The Jordan 13 Black Flint, fire colorway, fire colorway, fire colorway, right there. They executed that one pretty nice. Jordan 1 Low Travis Scott, olive, women's. Now people scoop that up because it's Travis Scott and have resale to it. You know what I mean? But you guys see the trends. The Wizard 3s. I don't see these guys in stores like that right now. Few far in between, if you do. That was a pretty good release there. The response, people did like those, you know. We'll see if we start seeing these pop up at Ross next week, next month. AJKOs, we can expect that. I thought this was a very solid Jordan 2 release. Women's exclusive, so they narrowed down to who can buy it. A lot of places are still having this in store. It's about to go on sale pretty soon because they came out in May, and they can't keeping a shoe dropped in May in 2024, keep it still full retail, so we can start to expect to see these going down on price. in the retail stores. This might be one of those shoes that's under retail on the secondary market right now. We all know about the white cements. Some stores are still holding on to those. A lot of JD Sports still have them. Mark them down to 150. Those things got to come down too. I don't know who is making the decision on trying to keep these prices high, knowing that they're just going to sit there and collect dust. But hey, have some patience. You'll be able to find it for a price you want it for. Jordan 2s. The airships, those kind of didn't sit around because that's like a little new thing. Jordan wore these before the Jordan or whatever. They try to put the story behind it. People fall for that. That marketing kind of worked for that shoe. That's why people scoop those up. Not a bad looking shoe. It does seem like it might be a shoe you would have to go up a size on though. But I never tried them on myself, so I don't know for sure. I wasn't really impressed by any of the airships. I get it. I understand what it's about. But Nike just try to capitalize on people. Oh, you wore these before, and I get it, but I didn't get it. They were